Hi everyone. Um, Again, this video is going to be about oversharing because I feel like this is this is going to be one of the first videos I actually kind of wrote about it before I actually talked about it too. So I'm excited on that. I bought this notebook. It's very cool, and I'm gonna try and start writing in it more so that my videos don't feel so lost. I'm actually on point about something. I'm not getting too into detail about something that kind of doesn't need to be talked about right now. But I'm going to be talking about oversharing because I think that is an issue that I am dealing with because I never knew it to be an issue. I always thought it was like quirky, like that's just me, and it's like no, that doesn't have to really be me. So I have a problem with oversharing. One of the ways I cope is actually by oversharing. The constant need of getting other people's validation messes with my relationship with them and myself because it's like why why do you need to base your self-worth on base if someone agrees with you or not? It makes people overwhelmed by me too. People distance themselves, which is understandable. Like, I just met you. I don't need to hear about your backstory, man. And it makes me regretful because it's like now I'm scared to talk to this person. It's like, oh my god, yesterday was so dramatic. I was having a panic attack and I lost control. Like, my mouth motor just was going off the rim. And one of the reasons I think I have this issue is because as a child, I really didn't get a lot of self love and validation to be me. It was like my value is if I could do something for them. So, be a good person, be a good kid in school, and now they'll treat me like their kid instead of just treat me as their kid, regardless what I do. And when I say that, I don't mean like, pampering me, but like still disciplining me, but I still feel love. I know this is coming out of love, not hate. And this made me rely on other people. It always made me feel like my self value is based on how one person treat me or even a group of people. Like, if they don't like me, I find myself always oversharing my thoughts and feelings, trying to convince them to see things my way, trying to convince them that I'm not such a horrible person. And I would try and hide parts in the story that were really important, maybe, to make it seem like I'm the good guy or something. And to reality, when in reality, I'm almost just as guilty as them, the person I may blame. I'm doing this to protect some image I've created as someone who's always nice and caring. But at the end of the day, I'm not a cartoon character. I'm someone who still has changed from people, situations, and events in my life. Those things have changed me and what I believe to be true. And realizing that the early years of your childhood really do shape who you are. So every time, it makes sense why every time you talk to a professional or someone, they ask about childhood, because any work is going back to that past and understanding what's going on and what you need to do to change, or understanding you better. One of the ways I've been combating oversharing is being present, actually being observant of what I'm saying. Like, because I used to overshare because it's like I'm already on the topic. I need to go deeper. I can't just stop there. I need to end the sentence somehow, but the sentence kind of never ends. One way I feel myself, when I talk to someone, I always feel the conversation, do they need to know this? How, if they know this information, how would it affect their relationship, maybe with the person I'm talking about or event? That's why I love having long distance friends or friends that are not in the same environment as me, because they can know about something. I don't have to worry about them running their mouth or anything like that. They're just here to listen to me. And understanding that when I'm at work, I like listening more now. If anything, I'm not talking. I like listening to people and what they have going on more than myself. It's very nice to feel like you actually have power about what you're going to say next. You're not controlled. And another thing I do is I take pauses. Because if you constantly keep talking, you always feel like you need to fill that gap. At least for me, I always feel like I need to fill that gap. Like, oh, I need to. But now I can take a pause and actually be like, am I leading this conversation to the right light? And I guess I'm just, every relationship, friendship, a lot of relationships, I felt like my feelings were never validated. So it's like, the second I see someone who seems like safe, and this could just be someone saying hi to me, now I feel the need to let them know that, hey, I may be just as crazy as you. In actuality, they're like, no, bro, I don't know what you want. I'm not crazy. And to talk about how it affected my relationships, oh my goodness. Oversharing, I think it caused my last relationship to end because I was always constantly going to two of my close friends asking for advice, or if we went back, I was constantly talking about it. And it's just, I did get better and I stopped doing it as much, but that doesn't erase the damage. So learning to, especially when you overshare to people about someone they don't know, they're automatically, since they don't know this person, they're just going to believe what you say. But two people can go through the same thing and see it very differently, experience it very differently. So when I express things now, I try to talk about how it affected me more than like this person necessarily, because it's not about them, it's talking about what I learned. And in this relationship now, I don't feel the need to overshare every time we got problems to my best friend anymore. If anything, if I talk about the relationship now, I try to talk and be like, I think I'm too clingy. I think I'm too attached. I think I need to be my own person. It will be more on my end, how it's affecting me. And because at the end of the day, it's that they don't know each other. My best friend and my boyfriend, they still kind of don't know each other. I want him to be able to determine what she wants to know about him, like determine what he wants to know about her. Oh, let me repeat that. To determine what he wants her to know about him. Because I also realized this, because anytime he talked about me to his parents, I'm not really close to his parents. I have really bad anxiety talking to them. I'm not able to have conversations without him being there. And it's been, even though I've been dating him for almost a year now, it's pretty sad. Sometimes he'll still be on the phone with me, and I would hear what he has to say about me, and I'd be like, I didn't want her to know about that. And seeing that, I'm like, this must be how people feel when I talk about them to my ex may have felt when I was talking about them to my best friend. Even though, low-key, I don't think they really cared, to be honest, if I'm not lying, because they didn't really care to know about my best friend. Yeah, oversharing, the always need to get so close to people can do a lot of damage, just distancing yourself and learning to not label everybody as my friend too, to say things more as co-workers, classmates, ex-classmates, and understand that there's levels to this. And knowing in the back of my head if something really traumatic is going on, to know the right people to talk to. I have like my best friend. I have like 4 people I can talk to about a situation, and I don't feel like I'm oversharing because these are my actual true friends. But I'm also learning to talk to myself, and I'm meditating more and being more present, being like, I think I'm judging a little too harshly. I don't, because when you're in a situation, let's say with people, the only thing you can see is their behavior, like talking or actions, but you don't actually know their emotions or the behavior, that what's going on in the mind. So I think learning to stop assuming that too has helped a lot. Because it's not my job to understand people. It's just my job to understand me and how it affects me. It's my job to understand people who I need to understand, not people who are out of my life. That's not my job. Just understand what it did to me. Focus on me more and loving myself more so that I don't have to go to these people, because I still find myself wanting to say these things to these certain group of people, like, I didn't actually mean that, and it's like, just let it go, Sage. If they assume one thing and they have a perspective of how you are, like, there's different versions of me in everyone's mind. It's not my job to make all of them the same, like, because no one's actually going to see you for you except for you. I think no matter how close you get, no one will fully understand you in a way. So, my first actual video where I wrote some things, I think I stayed on topic a bit. Hope everyone liked it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Bye everyone.